I couldn't. I just couldn't help myself. No way in the world. No way in the world that I'm going to leave my Chicagoans out of this. But this ain't even a knock on Chicago. This is just something that's happening in Chicago. And I've been seeing this proliferate across my timeline for a while now. And they saying that the iFlip. Do y'all know what iFlip in Chicago is? I don't. I don't know what iFlip in Chicago is. And again, this ain't even no smoke for Chicago today. I know that y'all had a whole lot of killings, over 40 killings over the weekend, but we had bigger fish to fry today. And they saying that this iFlip team over in Chicago is out here finessing people in real estate. And I got some lessons for y'all to avoid, how to avoid getting finessed, becoming part of a real estate Ponzi scheme. But let me first look at this and evaluate it. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. We should be out of here in less than 15 minutes.
Now NBC5 responds, for months, we've been digging into a so-called real estate Ponzi scheme. It's accused of financially decimating dozens of Southside families, and those allegations are detailed in recent lawsuits filed against a home flipping business called iFlip Chicago.
Now, they're accused of luring inexperienced investors into predatory loans, resulting in bankruptcies and a slew of foreclosures across the Woodlawn area. And since our first story aired last month, more alleged victims have contacted PJ Randawa, showing us the supposed scheme may have an even bigger impact than we first thought.
They promised a path to financial freedom, a shot at building generational wealth.
Yo, listen. That is the most overused term in the sphere today, in the investment space today. You know what? Y'all gotta let this go. Y'all gotta get out of this mindset. I hate hearing people use the same terms that they heard somebody else use, and they have no understanding of it. They don't know why they're using it. They heard somebody else using it. Oh man. And you know what the term is? Generational wealth. Generational wealth is the biggest term used specifically by black people. Black people love the term generational wealth. They don't address the term generational curses, but they absolutely, when you hear somebody say generational wealth, let your ears perk up, especially if they're a content creator and they selling you on something. The minute that you hear somebody say generational wealth, know that the finesse is coming. Either the finesse is coming, they're using it as a talking point, or they have no clue what they're talking about. Listen, I'm going to put you on a path to financial freedom. And that way you can create generational wealth for your family. Listen, I hate that term more than what do you bring to the table. I hate that term more than modern women. I hate the term generational wealth. It is so overused. More than whatever overused terms that we can, who hurt you? Something like that, right? Generational wealth is the most buzzworthy term that I've heard in order to get people's ears to perk up. Ain't y'all tired of people being unoriginal and not being able to come up with a term? How do y'all keep giving y'all money? Dave Ramsey doesn't ask y'all for money. I don't ask you for money. Nobody asks you for money to invest. Nobody got a fund. Nobody is flipping and quicken. Nobody is doing that at actually getting to the bag. Nobody, and I'm not saying that they're not getting to the bag because obviously they get into y'all bags. But I mean, it's much different if somebody give you a book or an e-course or something like that, but nobody is investing your money. Listen, I don't need your money to invest it because I do it myself, and then I show the receipts and then show you how I did it, and I got there in order for you to be able to do it, but we're not going to tell you that it's not going to be hard work. It's going to be hard as hell. It's going to take discipline. You're going to have people that root against you, that's around you that said, no, man, just go out and buy that car. You're going to have to make sure that you don't do it the same way that everybody else is doing it. And it ain't no quick shortcuts. It's no shortcuts when it comes to building wealth. That's just flat out. It ain't no shortcuts, ain't no finesse. Even if you get a lump sum of money, you're going to throw it away because you don't know how to manage it. And it's a mindset. It's a way in which you got to go about doing it. That's why God don't allow for you to skip steps, because you got to get the lessons to go along the way. If you skip steps and then you come back and say, God gave it to me, then he gonna be like, no, I ain't gave that to you because you don't even know what to do with it, and you gonna make me look bad as a result of it. Stop falling for this generational wealth term. It is stupid. It is dumb. Most millionaires are new millionaires. That is a fact. Most millionaires are immigrants and they are new millionaires. 1,700 millionaires are made in the United States of America every single day. It is not being passed down. People that get it passed down, most of the time they fumble it because they never had to go through the steps, or they never had to have I like to call it failing in a controlled environment that allows for them to be able to get the lessons. They never had to get it in the mailroom. Stop listening to people saying the term generational wealth. It is the dumbest term that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm not saying that people can't use it, but it's just such an easy term to finesse people. Anyways, let me get back to the story.
Make an investment and leave a legacy for your children and your children's children.
Ramo and Michelle Bay run iFlip Chicago, and if you have a little bit of money to invest, they claim to provide everything else you need to successfully flip a home, from the contractors to the funding.
We have over $30 million worth of rehab funding.
But according to 2 lawsuits, Ramo Bay allegedly lured inexperienced investors into signing up for
because ain't no real person that got money gonna be a part of this. We got over $30 million in rehab funding. What's the interest rates? How do you deploy the See, I can ask the real questions. All right, I tell y'all what. Get a coaching call. Email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com if you got something. I'm going to save you all your retirement that you're about to pull out, because I'm going to ask the pertinent questions that force you to start looking at things a little bit differently. See, I'm going to force you to start at, really. It's easy to finesse somebody that's uninformed because they don't know no better. You don't know nothing about what it is that you're supposed to be asking. You don't know no better. You ain't never did it before.
Predatory loans with him. The loans were cross-collateralized, meaning if Ramo fell behind on any other loans in his name, the iFlip investors he recruited would be responsible for paying his debt. As a result, nearly a dozen investors tell NBC.
All these people. Are these the ones? Are the people that y'all keep saying, no, women, black women are absolutely building wealth much faster. They get into the bag. They becoming bosses. They own their own businesses. They buying their own properties. Y'all getting finessed. Y'all getting finessed in every way, shape, and form. Y'all been getting finessed since the beginning of time. I can see them. I can look at them and tell them, oh, yeah, that's a finesse. That's a finesse. We got a sassy black man on there. His girl, or he decided that he wanted to get into it because his girlfriend probably said something that, or his female friend that he in the friend zone probably told him to go ahead and jump in. All of these women look the same. They are literally the blueprint of how you finesse somebody. These are probably the same type of women that's making sure that Umar Johnson's school is going to get built within the next 30 years. Probably got some Derek Jackson books on a roster. Yeah, this is the blueprint. 100% blueprint. Absolutely. This looks like easily finessable people. 100%. We're going to do a class action law. You ain't getting no dime. You ain't getting no money. You ain't getting nothing back. Y'all going to get the same amount of money that y'all got from Jay Morrison. All return on your investment.
C5 responds they couldn't access the loan money they needed to finish their flips.
It's like getting in bed with the devil.
Every day I came in the game when I lost.
With the interest on their loans accumulating, these investors say they had no choice but to dip into their own funds to start renovating their properties. But there was another challenge.
It's falling apart.
You feel like this will snap at some point?
It's gonna snap.
The investors say the poor quality of work done by iFlip's contractors led each home to fail multiple city inspections.
Basically, everything that took place in our home was against the city code.
So wait a minute. Data flippers, they got data contractors, data financiers. Jesus Christ. Listen, I just dropped a video on the Patreon showing y'all my properties. Literally, I just did a whole walkthrough. I just dropped it yesterday. I did a whole walkthrough, built it from scratch, took y'all through the process. It's taken me over a year to do it properly. Every single inspection has been passed. No problems, no troubles, no issues. Certified real contractors. The guy that I work with, my architect and my contractor, I've been working with him for literally, he's been building homes for over 30 years. I had to pull him out of retirement in order to come and work for me. It's ways that you go and do things the right way. Anybody that's telling you that it's easy, I've gotten my kicked. I don't want to say the word on the Millionaire Morning Show. I've got my butt kicked. But I knew this going into it because I didn't know anything. And so he was basically there to hold my hand along the way, even though I spent more money than I thought that I was going to spend, but it was a learning lesson. And so the number one thing that y'all got to understand is this. If somebody is telling you that it's something good for you, then ask them how many of them have they done themselves. Because we call that minding your own business. It's almost like somebody that's a financial advisor telling you to invest in a stock, but they're not investing in it. Well, if it's so good, how come you're not doing it? Why you ain't doing it? Where's the homes that you flip? That's why I don't talk about stuff that I don't know. That's why I don't speak on things that I haven't already invested in. In order for me to give you advice on it, I don't talk about cryptocurrency because I'm not invested in cryptocurrency. Never get finessed like this. Never get finessed like this.
Raining in the room.
So almost all of the work completed had to be torn out and redone.
So I just took this drywall down. This is what's behind the wall. And I'm over $100,000 into this property.
Tiffany Brown was ultimately able to complete the renovation on her own. But Deshaun Carr and Miranda...
And who they selling that property to? Who gonna be the sucker? Because some sucker, and this again is one of the reasons why you need to get with a man or get with somebody that actually know what they're talking about. Go and get your home inspected. Look at certain things. Who is gonna be the person that get finessed with this property? That's all I want to know. Somebody gonna buy it. Some sap sucker or some woman is gonna be, oh man, I'm an independent woman. And they're gonna walk through and they're gonna see all of the nice finishes, but behind them walls, ain't no insulation. Behind them walls, plumbing is leaking, cold spot up here. It ain't raining in a bad neighborhood. You ain't drove down there at nighttime to see what's really happening. It's gonna be a bad do for you. It's unfortunate too.
The Booker's properties ended up in foreclosure.
It's sitting here because nothing else could be done. Why? Because all of our funds had run out.
In a statement to NBC5 Response last month, Ramos said he and his clients were a victim of predatory lending and that language in the loans was never disclosed or explained at closing. But emails and documents obtained by NBC5 Response show Ramos signed up more than 20 iFlip investors for these loans. And he was repeatedly told his debts were being tacked on to other investors' loans. The lawsuits offer a possible motive for all of this. They accuse him of conspiring with the lender, Envision Funding, to profit off the pricey loan extension fees many investors paid to avoid
$10,000 a month? Wait. iFlip, Envision, and their associates coerced plaintiffs into signing. Do y'all read the contracts that y'all signed? Or y'all just be like, oh, I got to get to it. Extension agreement, which cost $10,000 a month, and stated that they would not release any of the funds or draw requests unless such extension agreements were enforced and effect. $10,000 a month? $10,000 a month is the cost of your extension agreement. What did y'all think was gonna happen? Y'all didn't run this by any of y'all people. Y'all didn't bring it to the Bag Chasers, bring it inside of the Patreon, take it, drop it inside of the Discord. They say, hey guys, what do y'all think about this? We got a whole community of people that's experts on this that we can help you to make an informed decision as to whether or not this is a good idea or not. Jesus Christ.
Defaulting on their loans.
I paid $95,000.
The extensions and everything was another $30,000.
Ramo denies that allegation, but his denials don't explain this. On Deshaun's closing paperwork from 2021, Ramo lists himself as a loan officer for Envision Funding.
He created a system that he can make money through the whole process without putting no money up and without no risk.
It's another strand of a web that has led more than a dozen iFlip investors into foreclosure.
This ain't just a bad situation. This was a scheme.
Last month,
That's all right, baby. We're going to fix that. You cute. You one of the cute ones. Let me see her again.
Closure.
This ain't just a bad...
Yeah, you'll be all right, though. Hard head make a soft what? Her hair make a soft what? But she one of the cute ones, so she'll be all right. She can get her a simp to come and save her. Come on over here. Listen, come sit on the black couch. Let's have a conversation. I got some paperwork for you to sign before you can get into the dough, because we don't need no false accusations over here at Don't Do Coke in the Bathroom Studios. But come on over. Come kick it with your boy. And we're going to have a conversation and figure out how we can get you out of this situation. Uncle Anton got some strings that I can pull. I got some loose cash that I'm sitting on. We can get that flip done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Molly? Molly all up in her drink. She ain't even know it. You know, listen, girls got to get out. A cute girl got to get out of jail free card. Don't worry about it. iFlip took your money. We going to fix that. We going to fix that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's continue. I'm sorry. This is the end of the show. It's the end of the show, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. Listen, man, y'all are the greatest audience on earth. Y'all are the greatest audience on earth. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the greatest. I would never, ever, ever be where I am without you guys. All 1,700 plus of you guys that's in this right now, that's been here for the last 2 hours. All right, so we got